This bull market will be huge. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how presidential candidate Donald Trump has just increased the likelihood that Bitcoin is going to be rallying to over $100,000. You heard me right. Probably the most controversial political figure in the last 100 years has increased the likelihood that Bitcoin is going to be rallying to $100,000. And today, I'm going to be explaining exactly how Donald Trump, along with many other chart formations, are indicating that this bull market is about to get hot. In the words of the former president, this Bitcoin rally is going to be huge and like nothing you've ever seen before. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Donald Trump is making a crypto first in bid for donations. Donald Trump's campaign has specifically said that they want to build a, quote, crypto army leading up to Election Day. That is a 180 from what Donald Trump used to believe. He used to think that the Bitcoin market was a major threat to the United States dollar, and he thought that Bitcoin was a, quote, scam, is what he said when he was leaving office from being the 45th president. Ever since then, however, either one, because he's realized that it's popular and he's a populist, or two, because he did his research, he realized he has changed his mind and decided that it is not a scam. It is actually a way that he can drain the swamp and get after President Joe Biden, who has been shockingly silent on the whole matter of crypto. But let us keep in mind that President Joe Biden was the one that nominated Gary Gensler to serve as the 33rd chair of the United States SEC. Now, we're getting a little bit political here. This is not about who I'm voting for, because you actually have no idea. I'm not going to tell you. But what I will say is that President Donald Trump, I think, is starting to realize, wait a second, this is another piece of ammo I can throw at the left, and so this is an area that he is really campaigning in to try and bring the typically young male audience in the cryptocurrency space on to his side. And frankly, it's probably going to work. He probably will get several million more voters that are extremely pro-cryptocurrency, that are single-issue voters, to vote for him come election time this November. He's also got a base of a few tens of millions of people that follow him that don't know anything about cryptocurrency. When they see their leader, their Donald Trump, oh my gosh, we love cryptocurrency, we accept donations, that's going to stir up a lot of interest in people that are going to be looking into Bitcoin. And it has already led to some rallying. Over the last few days, in tandem with this news and the news that Ethereum ETF may be launching soon, we also have seen a major rally on Bitcoin. Over the last 3 weeks, we have seen a 26%, $15,000 bullish movement on Bitcoin. And in just the last 3 days, we've seen an 8%, $5,500 movement on Bitcoin. And it makes sense because a lot of things are coming together. At the same time, a presidential candidate, for the first time in history, one of the big two presidential candidates is very much pro-cryptocurrency, wanting to build, again, I quote, a crypto army. And we have a Bitcoin ETF that's come online, and we've got a Bitcoin halving that just took place. We know that the market normally drops for the first 3 to 6 months after the halving, but a year later, it's already rallied several 100%. And we've got somebody coming into office, potentially. Maybe he gets elected, maybe he doesn't, but if he comes into office, he's going to fire Gary Gensler because Joe Biden appointed him. We don't like Gary Gensler in the first place, so maybe you don't like Trump, but I know you don't like Gary. And on top of all of that, we've got this giant cup and handle formation out on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. This cup and handle formation looks a little bit like this. We have seen Bitcoin set an all-time high here at about $70,000 back last bull market, and we've also seen the same happen recently as we rallied up to 73. The way a cup and handle formation is drawn is by drawing the cup of the little teacup, just like this, and then we build our right drop, which is the handle. What we do from that point is we extrapolate from the bottom of the cup to the top of the handle on our second touch of the 3 touches that come in on the rim line. So we draw the price target just like this, and we extrapolate from the bottom of the handle forward. That gives us a price target of approximately $116,000. That's over $100,000 for those of you who failed math in the first grade. So listen, does Donald Trump have anything to do with this? Maybe. Maybe this becoming a political issue signifies the maturity of the space. In 2017, like, a billion years ago, when I first got into the cryptocurrency markets, I made a prediction that at some point in the next 10 years, we would be seeing cryptocurrency become a major hot button issue for the political landscape. It didn't really happen in 2020. It wasn't that big of an issue. In 2024, it looks like it's turning into a very major issue where Trump and Biden very much seem to differ. I would not even be at all surprised if this came up in the presidential debates and if it was a major issue for many voters moving forward this election season. With the legitimacy of having a major presidential candidate, not just a little independent who has no chance of winning, but one of the big two presidential candidates, one of the Republican or Democratic nominee being very much pro-crypto, this brings even more legitimacy to the the cryptocurrency space than it had already garnered in the last 6 months with the next halving, with the Bitcoin ETF, and now with an Ethereum ETF on the way. $100,000 on Bitcoin is looking more realistic and closer than ever. I'd love to hear your opinions on the comments section down below. Has Donald Trump helped along the process of Bitcoin being brought up to 100K? Or do you hate Donald Trump and you want him to stay away from it? What do you think? I'd love to hear your opinions down below. Let's have a whole political firestorm down in the comments. Those are always really fun to read. I also want to let you know that today's video is brought to you in part by me. If you'd like to do financial coaching and learn how to implement the financial sovereignty way so that you can get out of debt, build wealth, and leave an awesome inheritance for your kids, enjoy life, and be radically generous, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. One of my favorite things to do in my entire career is to sit down and do one-on-one financial coaching, and my wife does as well. So check the links down below if you're interested, and we would love to coach you on your finances and help you to become successful with money. Before we go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.